Hey guys, we're back on the YouTube channel. This time with a how-to video. Today, we're going to be installing Windows 2000 in UTM SE. Now, here is the license agreement. You click F8 to agree. Enter. Format the partition using the NTFS file system. This is kind of slow, so it might take a little while before it's done.
Today's video is actually quite a sad one, because I found a post on the Minecraft Reddit from a 32-year-old Minecraft player called classic__guy, who has a terminal condition and has now gone into a hospice for end-of-life care. And all he wanted was his forever world to be immortalized. And it's not every day you get to play on someone else's forever world. So let's check out their nearly 7-gigabyte world. Okay, this is my first time ever logging on. Look down there. This looks like their first ever base. I wonder what the Nether looks like. This takes you straight to the Nether highway. Where is this going to take us? The Palace of the Creator. This is going to be their main base. Oh my goodness. It looks like there's every single type of banner. Probably every type of armor trim too. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. They've made floating island biomes. And it looks like there's rooms for every different type of villager. And this will be where they get all of their emeralds and their farms. This is just amazing. And this is all built floating in the air. Every single type of enchanted book and farms of every different crop.
All over my For You page are people doing the noi thing. Those Chinese phones are so good. I wish we could buy Chinese phones in the US. Have y'all checked eBay? I mean, Huawei is still off limits, but you can get the Xiaomi 17 Pro Max on eBay. Allegedly. I actually don't know if this is legit. I think it is though, because Xiaomi phones aren't banned in the US. They just don't officially sell them here. But if you can find a way to buy one, you can get one. Wait, I found another mildly shady website that sells it. I'm gonna stick with eBay though, because 31 people already bought one. And if this video gets 100,000 likes, that'll be number 32. Those Chinese phones are so good. I wish we could buy Chinese phones in the US.
This is a custom Nintendo Switch 2 I made out of Lego. It's got every detail possible, including all of the buttons, clickable triggers, and of course the magical C button. And the detachable Joy-Cons proportions are almost exactly the same as the real ones, but were such a pain to build, using connections in all different directions. And you'd be surprised just how different their designs are. And yes, you can connect them backwards like the real ones. But that's not all. The screen can also be detached and replaced with games such as Mario Kart World. This is a custom Nintendo Switch 2 I made.
All the cans of pumpkin at the grocery store might be lying to you. If you're making a delicious pumpkin dessert and you picked up a can that's labeled 100% pure pumpkin, that may lead you to believe that the can is filled with stuff from the bright, round, orange gourds you see around.
Copying files.
But that is almost
Nice.
always not the case. Because while the government enforces strict standards for other foods, like Dairy Queen is not allowed to label their soft serve as ice cream, but the FDA does not have tight standards about what defines a pumpkin. So while your can could have some of the bright orange ones you think of as a pumpkin, it probably has more of the much uglier Dickinson gourd, or even butternut squash puree. But how far could we stretch this, because people used to call melons pumpkins. Cucumbers are even in the same gourd family. So for next Thanksgiving, I really think you should bring this 100% pure pumpkin pie. All the cans of pumpkin at the grocery store might be lying to you. If you're making a delicious pumpkin dessert and you picked up a can that's labeled 100% pure pumpkin.
Napoleon, I just got the new GBA. I still have my Game Boy Color, and it's out of batteries. This has a rechargeable battery, so I don't need these anymore. What can I trade for them? The SP can play Game Boy Color games. It's a deal. Here you go. Dang, you have your batteries. Aren't you going to play? I just traded away my only game. Napoleon, I just got the new GBA. I still have my Game Boy Color, and it's out of batteries. This has a rechargeable battery, so I don't need these anymore. What can I trade for them? The SP can play Game Boy.
From this movie stuff where
Chicken, you're on a diet, bud. Because you're too fat. I know.
activating the gremlin mode.
Cats.
Sir. Archie. Right.
How does a cat?
Crazy.
How does a cat's?
I think
think it's time we escape from this prison. Wouldn't you think, villagers? We're on an island, but all we gotta do is make a raft. Surely it'll be stable enough to float us all the way to the mainland. Okay, I took some spoons from the cafeteria. Just dig out the air vents in your cells. I'm gonna go find a way to make it look like we're still in our cells at nighttime when we sleep. Okay, I made these heads out of a lot of different prison things. Place them in your bed when you're digging. I'm gonna start digging as well. What the? This place is completely unguarded. Okay, I think it's time we escape. We can make it to the roof from here. I'm not gonna miss this place. Alright, it's nighttime. I just gotta place the head here and hopefully they make it to the room on time. We're missing one person. Whatever. Let's keep going. Okay, the watch guards aren't looking over there. We can set sail. Bye-bye, Alcatraz. So you're telling me they escaped without a trace? I think it's time we escape from this prison. Wouldn't you think, villagers? We're on an island, but all we gotta do is...
Oh wow, 74%. That was
I
fast.
predicted how much I would love having mac and cheese ready to go in my freezer meal stash, but it has become a non-negotiable staple, and when I'm out, I feel like I absolutely need to make more because it is just that good. I love having it for a regular side dish, but I also love adding things to it, like pesto, and things got a little crazy when a follower suggested I should try to make butter chicken mac and cheese. I had a cube of butter chicken and a cube of mac and cheese in my freezer. I baked them together in this ceramic super cubes dish and then mixed it all together, and this was so good. Delicious, creamy. I'm craving it right now, but I don't have any more mac and cheese in my freezer or any more butter chicken for that matter. The last cube I used to make some birria mac and cheese. I had leftover birria meat with the consomme that I froze in super cubes trays, and then I had 1 cup of mac and cheese left. I did the same thing as the butter chicken. I baked them side by side, then mixed it all together. And this was so good. I don't know about...
I want some butter swim biscuits, but I want them to taste like this. I want some butter swim biscuits, but I want them to taste like this. And then maybe add some sausage. Oh my God, so they'll be like sausage balls, but in butter swim biscuit form. We'll try. I ain't never done this before, but I will try. Stop looking at all my dishes. My dishwasher broke last night and I ain't put them away yet. Stop looking. Start with browning up some Jimmy Dean's hot sausage. You can use mild if you want, or the breakfast blend, whatever. But we like it spicy. I'll just swirl it up. Put it on a plate to cool. Preheat your oven to 450. Get a casserole dish and start melting 1 stick of butter. I just put it in the oven while it preheats. But don't forget to take it out before it gets too hot. Y'all remember, shred some extra sharp cheddar cheese, and don't forget to check it for poison. Oh, we're good. We're good. Good morning. Now get you a big bowl. 2.5 cups of flour. 2.5 in the bowl. 4 teaspoons of baking powder. A little bit of salt. 1 tablespoon of sugar in a bowl. 2 cups of buttermilk. Are you supposed to shake this up?
Computer will reboot. Sorry for not paying attention, guys. Press any key to boot from CD. Sorry, guys. Someone was calling me. I thought I had it on Do Not Disturb. I guess I didn't. Let me turn that on from my iPad. Okay, Do Not Disturb is on. Anyways, here we are in the Windows 2000 graphical setup.
Butter swim biscuits. But I want them to taste like this. And then maybe add some sausage. Oh my God, so they'll be like sausage balls, but in butter swim biscuit form. Start melting 1 stick of butter. Shred some sticky like this. Milk. Are you supposed to shake this up? Of sugar in a bowl. 2 cups of buttermilk. Are you supposed to shake this up? Smell your dairy. In a bowl. Swirl it up. When it's good and sticky like this, add in your sausage and your cheese. I'm gonna save a little bit to put on top. Swirl it up some more. Add some onion powder, garlic powder, and some parsley. Now swirl it up. Get your casserole dish with the melted butter. Spread everything out. Then take a knife and cut into 9 squares. Top with more cheese.
Oh.
Hey Google, set a timer for 30 minutes. 30 minutes. I still got 12 minutes left. The cheese is starting to burn a little bit. Try putting tinfoil over it. Just real loose.
I'm gonna make a video on a new game. It's a review.
Oh man, I wish
The
you
game
could
is called
smell it.
Oxide.
Definitely add the cheese a little bit later so that the cheese doesn't get too crusty. But it's delicious. I want some butter swim biscuits, but I want them to taste like this. And then maybe add some sausage. Oh my God, so they'll be like sausage balls, but in butter swim biscuit form. We'll try. I ain't never done this before, but
How can it only be 8 o'clock? I know, right? It's so fresh.
Oh, nice. Okay. Now what you want to do is click next and follow the prompts from here.
And I was like crushed, like devastated. Like my family didn't have a lot of money. And why are you smiling? I'm not smiling. Yes, you are. The whole time I was telling you about my watch, you were smiling. What?
What's so funny? I want to know.
Nothing's funny. I was telling her a really sad story. Yeah, it was sad. But you do this. You always
Talking about how the whole smile is really
No, I don't. Yes, you totally do. You guys used to say I don't need to love this.
Oh, I just burped through my nose.
This recipe came to me in a dream. I woke up a few minutes ago in a cold sweat and I needed to make this immediately. It's essentially a classic Italian tiramisu with one small change. Instead of using ladyfingers, use these Milano double dark chocolate cookies. So here we are making a tiramisu at 6 in the morning. Now everything about this tiramisu is super simple.
Yeah,
Beating the egg whites to stiff peaks. I don't have an electric mixer, so if someone wants to
Burping through your nose
on the bright side, it's the second
after
best
drinking,
workout I can think of. Now,
I don't know,
imagine
Coke
this Milano tiramisu being bad in any way.
isn't the best feeling.
I layered everything up, and the most important step is to let it sit in the fridge overnight, which I definitely did not do. Look, this is an experiment, so I think an hour is good enough this time. But I tell you, this is one of the best desserts I've ever tasted. I'm not kidding. This thing was creamy, rich, and fluffy from those cookies. I think this is my new favorite way to make tiramisu. This recipe came to me in a...
This is why orange iPhone 17s are mysteriously turning pink. To achieve this color, they anodize the aluminum, which basically builds another layer around the metal that they can then color. And after they color it, they add a seal to protect it against corrosion, color fading, the sun, and that's where the problem lies. Some batches had some issues with the seal, and if there's nothing there to protect the color layer, stuff like this starts happening. And on that note, I'm leaving my phone in the sun tomorrow to tan. Hopefully it turns rose gold. This is why orange iPhone 17s are mysteriously turning...
There's a snack I remember from when I was younger, but I'm not sure if it really exists or it's just in my imagination. Basically, it's like the size of a piece of chewing gum, but it's longer, and it's vanilla flavored, and it's like a sandwich. It's like a cookie sandwich. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? There's a snack I remember from when I was younger, but I'm not sure if it really exists or it's just in my imagination. Basically, it's like the size of a piece of chewing gum, but it's longer, and it's vanilla flavored, and it's like a sandwich. It's like a cookie sandwich. Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
What my 2 and 3/4-year-old ate or didn't eat today. For breakfast, I was trying to get him to have some fruits that he won't eat on their own, so of course I was hiding them in Weetabix. I heated up the milk, then got my mashing bowl and added half a banana, which he does like, and then some raspberries and blueberries, which he won't eat. I mashed them all together until smooth, then got the bowl of heated up milk and added 1.5 Weetabix and the mashed fruit on top, mixed it all together, and he ate the whole lot except for some blueberry skins that he just picked out of his mouth and said yuck. For lunch, I got a frying pan, cracked an egg in it, added a splash of milk and sprinkled in some black pepper, then gave it a good mix and fried it over a low to medium heat while still mixing to make scrambled eggs. I served them on his plate with the other half of the banana from breakfast and also some strawberries. I cut 3 up for him into bite-sized pieces, which is how he currently likes eating them, and he ate the whole lot. I then gave him a bluey yogurt, which we found when we were on holiday, and he absolutely loved, so I brought some home with us. They're strawberry and banana flavour, and he ate the whole lot. I made him a snack plate after his nap with an orange, which I cut in half, and then cut each individual segment out of the membranes as he doesn't like them. I also gave him a packet of carrot and parsnip mini puff crisps and he ate the whole lot, and then asked for another yogurt, so I gave him a strawberry Greek style yogurt pouch and he ate the whole lot, and then asked for more food. Dinner was still a couple hours away, so I just gave him some cheese, which I cut into small cubes, and 2 salami slices, and he ate the whole lot. Then for dinner I gave him some salmon, which I flaked, then some mashed potato. I mixed them together and then gave him some carrot slices, which I mashed in, then added some softened cream cheese and gave it a good mix. He won't eat any of these separately, so I had to mix it all together like a fish pie to hopefully get him to eat it, and he ate the whole lot except for most of the carrots, which he spat back out. They weren't as soft as I'd normally cook them, so he noticed them. And then for dessert I gave him some chocolate buttons, which he's obsessed with. I gave him 8 and he ate the whole lot.
See the screen flickering, guys? It's because of the installing devices thing.
I could not have predicted how much I would love having mac and cheese ready to go in my freezer meal stash, but it has become a non-negotiable staple, and when I'm out, I feel like I absolutely need to make more because it is just that good. I love having it for a regular side dish, but I also love adding things to it, like pesto, and things got a little crazy when a follower suggested I should try to make butter chicken mac and cheese. I had a cube of butter chicken and a cube of mac and cheese in my freezer. I baked them together in this ceramic super cubes dish and then mixed it all together, and this was so good. Delicious, creamy. I'm craving it right now, but I don't have any more mac and cheese.
I'm tired of seeing cooking content creation being as bogus as what it is today. So we're gonna make soup with no bullcrap ingredients, and anybody can make it. I'm gonna slice some robo tomatoes in half to give that umami flavor to it. A whole bulb of garlic. Generous amount.
Be right back, guys. I'm back.
Olive oil. Just season this generously. We ain't cooking for no dead people, alright? If you look closely at my maple syrup, there's a little glitter in it. And if yours ain't got glitter, it ain't gonna work. I'm kidding. Put a little drizzle on it, and while this cooks in the oven, it's going to reduce, giving it an even stronger flavor. Everything goes inside. The garlic, the tomatoes, the squash, big pinch of ginger, a little bit of cinnamon, not too much. And add a good amount of chicken stock. Once it's to the consistency that you want, nice dollop of heavy cream. Taste as you go. You don't want to finish the soup and then it ends up being crappy. A little bit more ocean. Now you've made a delicious soup that tastes like it took hours to make. Toasted almonds for that texture. Now we finish it with olive oil. Amazing. Episode 1 of No BS Cooking complete. I'm tired.
Hey, Lydia. Do you want to, like, stay for breakfast or something?
Wait,
Hey, Lydia. Do you want to, like, stay for breakfast or something? Never say no to breakfast.
Your mom was being so funny last night. You're so sweet telling her those stories. She loves to gossip. It's fun. I don't have one of those moms that like loves high school drama. That's healthy. You drank so much effing Pepsi last night. Dude, I know. I got up to pee like 8 times in the middle of the night. Yeah, but you didn't flush the toilet, right? Because if you flush the toilet in the middle of the night, it really pisses my dad off. Dude, you didn't tell me that. I flush every single time.
Good morning, ladies. We all done pissing? So I'm gonna try to get some sleep. We're all done pissing, then. Heard you piss 8 times. Check the toilet this morning. No piss. What the?
I have to get out of here. I have to go.
Wait,
No,
don't run out on me now. I have to go. I have to feed my dog.
But it's Sunday. Come to church with me.
I can't, man. The snakes scare me.
I get that.
It's kind of chilly.
Wait, take my jacket.
Thanks, bestie. Yeah. Bye.
I don't like her. She's a flusher. She flushes.
Hey, Lydia. Do you want to, like, stay for breakfast or something?
White chocolate pumpkin oatmeal cookies from '96. So today was the first snow of the season up in the old Wyoming stomping grounds. And we've dug up Henry again. That means it's pumpkin time, so you better strap on in. Strap on in. Half cup butter, half cup sugar, half cup brown sugar. Perennial Foundation's winning good cookie recipe. Baking equivalent to hardwood floors. 180. All right, what actually is this zipper for? Is it like quick access? I mean, it's ridiculous. A third of a cup of pumpkin. Vanilla. Dry ingredients are a cup of flour, 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon, teaspoon of ginger, half teaspoon nutmeg, quarter teaspoon cloves, half teaspoon baking soda, pinch of salt. Fold. All right. Excuse me. 1.5 cups of rolled oats. God, get a grip. And a cup of white chocolate chips. These became all the rage in the 90s. I've always made fun of them because most have nothing to do with chocolate. We've been intrigued by these on my live streams because we've got enough of the bread. We need more pumpkin cookies. $3.50 for 10 to 12 minutes. What are you reading?
some alternative engagement rings are just a bad idea, let me show you which ones those are. By the way, I'm a gem jeweler, and I've studied gemology, so I hope this is some good insight. First up is tanzanite. I would never recommend tanzanite as an engagement ring because they are not very durable. So tanzanites are only a 6 to 7 on the Mohs hardness scale out of 10, and a 4 to fair on the toughness scale, meaning that if you drop it, it will chip or scratch. Next up on the I'll Be the Gem Guy no-no list is fluorite. Fluorite is a beautiful...
I was shopping for gold. Here's how I found a secret base on life seal with trigonometry. One day I was...
My name is Justin. This is a super easy meal you can put together with just a few ingredients and a pack of chicken. We start out with about 3 to 4 chicken breasts. To this here, we're gonna add garlic powder, onion powder, Italian seasoning. When I say to taste, I mean to your taste. So if you don't like a whole lot of seasonings, don't add a whole lot. 1 jar of the Alfredo sauce. You could make it homemade, but that's not this kind of recipe. We're also gonna add an equal amount of spaghetti sauce. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, we're going places. And that's literally the whole shebang-a-bang. We're gonna lid this here. We're gonna put this on low for like 4 to 6 hours and let that chicken get to know each other. It literally took 5 minutes of prep time, but it's gonna take 4 hours of cooking. So this is like perfect for the event or watching your kids put a dog in a helmet and say, hold on.
Are you going?
Okay, guys. Here is the rest of the setup. Or correction. Here we are at the rest of the setup. This is regional settings. You can change this stuff. I'm not. Here in the name box, I'm gonna type VM because I don't want to put my real name. Now, I already have a product key from the internet, but you'll have to find one yourself. Or you can use mine. It doesn't really matter. And then you don't have to make an administrator password. I'm gonna leave this as is. So it's installing the networking components.
Just trying to keep it all together here, okay? Mentally. I don't know if I can. It was like 2:30 in the morning, so it's been 6 to 7 hours. And I can say this is one of those recipes I wanted to test out for you to show you that if you just like put it in the crock pot before you go to work, it'll work for when you get off work. Because the time gap makes sense for like an 8-hour work day. So we're gonna call it that. But in reality, it was my Tylenol was acting up and my ADHD took over. You can see,
okay, typical settings.
And then I moved on to a different hobby.
Now it's installing Windows 2000 components.
Stuff.
This is gonna take a while.
Welcome back to the realest influencer show you'll ever see. This is about 6 to 7 hours later. Ish, rabbit, or chicken. You're one of those crunchy moms that has a thermometer out already, checking to make sure the chicken got to 10. 165 is the goal.
can do this on low in 4 hours. It does not take 6 to 7, possibly even 8. Let's just call it 8 for research purposes. Once you get all the chicken out, you just want to come in here, just give that sauce a good stir. Fistful of Colby Jack. When I say fistful, I mean like whatever you want, just around about a cup or so. Don't do this at home, kids. I'm a trained professional. Boil up 1 16-ounce box of pasta or whatever you got in the cabinet already. Just happen to have a box the whole way back. I'm just gonna come in here and cube it up our chicken. If you don't like it cubed, you can also shred this up with 2 forks or a hand blender. Add that chicken right back in there. 16 ounces of freshly cooked pasta. Get it. Stir till your heart's content. Oh man, that looks absolutely. And just look at that. If you made it this far in the video and you haven't hit follow yet already, I say it all the time. It's your fault, not mine. Let's be real.
1, 2, 3. I'll buy that. Sorry, that's not for sale. What do you mean? We just started. Well, 90% of the properties are already owned by landlords or BlackRock. What? You can buy this dump in the middle of nowhere if you land on it. Well, how much is that? £1 million. What? Okay, community chest. You attended a protest. Go directly to jail. Chance. You turned one radiator on for 3 minutes. You owe the electricity company £1,000. Your nan died after having to wait 23 hours in A&E. You have received some inheritance. Then the government raided it, and now there's nothing left. Has anyone actually made any money in this game? Yeah, people have made loads of money. The bank, the water company, and the electricity company. 1, 2, 3.
Very, very, very sad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Replace these blocks here. There we go. Now place some ice. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Replace these blocks here. There we go. Now place some ice. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Replace these blocks here. There we go. Now place some ice. Wait. The Sonic GPS has been out for a day or two now, and thanks to a YouTuber by the name of Q's Other Stuff, we have access to every single voice line. And I'm not gonna lie, he genuinely has some wild ones.
Exit left. But where are we going again? Where are you going?
The Sonic GPS has been out for a day or two now, and thanks to a YouTuber by the name of Q's Other Stuff, we have access to every single voice line. And I'm not gonna lie, he genuinely has some wild ones.
Exit left. But where are we going again? Just kidding. Heavy traffic reported ahead. Hello? I'm Sonic. I do not do slow. I want to speak to this road's manager. We're here. On a scale of Knuckles to Shadow, I'll rate you better than both. Speed trap reported ahead. I'm the fastest thing alive, so me and those things get along just great. That was sarcasm.
Whoever wrote these voice lines, I absolutely love them, and Roger...
Taylor, where are you going?
Watch TV.
Oh, sweetie, we don't watch TV during dinner.
My mommy let me.
Just this once. Kayla's going through a hard time right now.
I'm sad I can't watch TV.
Eat your tacos. Sit your butts down.
It's not fair.
I don't care. We have rules.
You get dessert too. Of course I do.
She threw your doll in the trash? So what did you do?
Nothing. I didn't know what else to do. I'm trying to win over a little girl who clearly doesn't want a new mother.
I guess giving her special treatment isn't going to solve anything.
Yeah, I should treat her as badly as I treat my own children.
Exactly.
All right, let's hit it.
I haven't finished my ice cream.
Oh, I'm sorry, but we gotta go. I have a dinner party I have.
Okay, so every time that I get a brand new device, like my iPhone 17 Pro, there's always that one guy in the comments that says,
Hey man, can I please have your old iPhone?
The answer is always going to be no, but there's a big reason why, so let me show you. Okay, so ever since I got my very first Apple product, I've kept literally every single iPhone or iPod I've ever owned. This one here being my very first iPod Touch. Is that not satisfying? You can even see if I go into my music, it still has all the old music that I used to listen to when I was like 10 years old. Like, when is the last time you heard this song? And if you look at the very old OS system on this iPod, do you see what the YouTube icon used to look like? Every single time that I turn this iPod on, it brings back so many memories. And the exact same goes for my first ever iPhone, the iPhone 5. Next up, I have my iPhone 7, which this thing is thin. And it only has one camera. Everybody that's buying the iPhone Air, we literally had this thing like 10 years ago. Each one of these phones feel like different time capsules. Okay, so every time that I get a...
Okay, now it's in performing final test.
Hey, it's me again. I've been surviving on beans and rice the last couple meals. So about a dozen eggs at the not the grocery store, a gas station. Someone disabled my car, so I've been having to walk to the nearest gas station. So I'm making eggs. And
oh, I can't believe I'm in bottom set science. Sir, Henry's chasing me with a Bunsen burner again. Okay, class, today we're working with chemicals. My eyes! Sir, what's a chemical? Oh, chemicals are substances made of one or more elements. Very good, Brian. Wow, you're well smart. Have you been revising? I've just been using Medley, actually. Well, Brian, you're clearly too advanced for this class. Oh, great. But I still need you here to help Henry. Brian! Ah! Oh, I can't believe I'm in box.
The YouTuber Voice Critical recently came out and said that he's made $35,870,022 mainly within the past 5 years or so on YouTube, and that he's made about $4 million on Twitch within that time. Now, of course, this doesn't include employees, taxes, and all that, but it also doesn't include sponsorships, which means he's probably made around that much. And the whole reason for him announcing his net worth is because he recently found out that he's made $508,702.
With a little over a month until our demo releases, we wanted to share another SnapQuest feature with you. Camera upgrades. Your camera will be your most trusted tool throughout your SnapQuest. In the same way the world around you will constantly change and evolve, so too will your camera. Your selection of upgrades will be limited in the demo, but you will still be able to access the improved zoom features, increased storage, and the tripod, all unlockable at fact machines across Star Island. But you can also archive or delete all your photos. We have plenty more upgrades for you to look forward to beyond the demo.
Is $80 too much for a Nintendo game? In 1992, you could buy the original Super Mario Kart for $50, which is around $114 in today's money. Looking at it this way, $80 is kind of a steal, but it's not the whole story. Life in 2025 isn't like it was back in the 90s. Things are more expensive, people have more debt, and apparently everything needs to be a subscription. So with games like Silksong being sold for under $20, it kind of makes you wonder, are you paying $80 for Mario Kart World, or are you paying $20 for a go-kart game and a $60 surcharge because Mario's in it? Is $80 too much for a Nintendo game in 19...
I like Teslas. I drive a Tesla. But do not give me a Tesla Uber, dude. If it's an Uber X, I'll suck it up. But if I'm splurging on an Uber Black and you give me a Model Y... See, I think the problem is sometime in the early 2010s, people got convinced that Teslas are expensive, nice, premium cars. And if we were talking about a Model S or a Model X or even a new Model Y, maybe. But all you see on Uber is early 2020s Model Ys. What about that backseat are you paying more for? Not to mention, a lot of people that are driving them are renting them so they don't know how to use the regen brakes. Please just turn off the regen brakes if you don't know how to use them. I like Teslas.
It's 2023.
What would you do if you invited your vegan friend over for dinner and you offered to make them whatever they wanted to eat?
Sorry for all the background noise, guys.
Request that you spend $150 to import black truffles from Italy, all to put on a pizza. Well, I know what I would do. I started off by using some black garlic, olive oil, butter, salt, lemon juice, and regular garlic to make a sauce for the pizza. I know this kind of looks like cookies and cream, but I promise you this tastes like garlic butter and caramelized onions. I baked what is essentially a dimpleless sourdough focaccia to use as the crust, and then I added black garlic butter.
I'm gonna let this do its thing. I'm back, guys. I just finished the Windows 2000 setup. It had to finish doing some stuff and it was taking an awfully long time to finish those things. But now that I click finish, you don't want to press any key to boot from the CD. You want to let it boot from your hard drive into Windows 2000. Here we are at the boot screen starting up. Copyright date says 1985 to 1999. That's because Windows 2000 was released in 1999. Unlike Windows Me, which released in 2000, because Windows Me, the Me in Windows Me stood for Millennium Edition. Now, here we are at the login prompt. It says, please wait. Windows is starting up for some... Okay, welcome to the Network Identification Wizard. You can go through that if you want to. I'm not gonna because I don't want to set up a network. Okay, username administrator. You log into Windows 2000 and here we are. That was the startup sound. We're at the desktop. That's it. The setup's complete. There's other things you can set up like network if you want to, but I'm not gonna do that for this video. Yeah. Desktop should load soon, but well, I'm just gonna leave it here, up here. That was all for today's video. I hope you have a wonderful day. Oh, here's the taskbar. Anyways, that's all for today's video. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you want me to do Windows XP, drop it in the comments. Bye.